Hey y'all, it's good to see you. I know a lot of people are probably here for drama. This will be a drama stream because I got some things I need to say. Give me just a minute. I apologize those of you that are usually here for true crime. This will not be a true crime stream. It's good to see you. Well, the thing is, Edith, thank you for being here. A little bit of Lisa, Orange Rose, Parabola, good to see you. Connie, good to see you. Karen, actually. Abraham, good to see you. A little bit of Lisa, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Southern Cats, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Sydney from sunny South Florida, good to see you. DJ, good to see you. Yeah, the chickens are cute. I want to get some of those chickens like that eventually. Hio, good to see you. Shelby, Miss Sarah, good to see you. Screaming Daisies, good to see you. And thank you for being here. Parabola has been a member for 9 months. We got a YouTube baby. Thank you so much for the continued support. I greatly appreciate that.
Amazing!
And thank you for sharing that milestone today, this here day. Miss King of Anything, good to see you. Cara, good to see you. I think that's everybody. Jenny Jen and the Crama Rails, good to see you. Why do I got Kramen on my thumbnail? I thought that frog was cute. I actually like tree frogs. I think they're pretty cool. I'm gonna pull up a live stream and I'm gonna try to put like something in this window where this light is shining. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up. Rotten Hell, good to see you. You're here for the drama. Angela, good to see you. Thank you for being here. And Rubber Ramada, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Basil, my baby. Okay. So we're going to talk about the stream we did. Victoria, good to see you, love. The other night. This stream has gotten out of hand, okay? A lot of people are saying, it's not CSAM. Why bringing it up? There's just a lot of questions that I need to answer because a lot of people are not understanding what it was supposed to be from the beginning and why it was where we were going with it. So I'm going to try to fix this window real quick so y'all can actually see me. Kate Scarlett, good to see you. My sister is terrified of tree frogs. They have ugly sucker toes. Oh, I think their toes are so cute. I love it. Like, that's my favorite part. Kelly Delicious, good to see you. Professor Kramit has joined us. Good to see you, Kramit. I love your content. Thank you for being here. Crochet Queen, thank you for being here. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull up a video just briefly, just to show you. We're gonna start with this while I try to get this window covered up real quick. I should have done it beforehand, but you know me, last minute type of person. I want to let you know that I am a person who watches things from all sides. If I hear, Brittany said this and it was horrible, and this is, all the things, I will go and I will find the stream and I will watch it, or I will watch Crama Reels or Cram It, or I try to get information from all sides. Okay. I watch Stinson, I watch Joneson. I don't talk. I watch from the bushes to get their point of view and perspective. I don't always agree. I watch nonsense. I like nonsense. I like elevated truth. I talk in their chats. I watch Queen Bee. I don't usually talk over there because there's just too many people to talk anyway. And I've watched Brittany J for a long time, years, as a matter of fact. But I don't particularly care for some of the things that go on over there. So yeah, I got into the drama. I'm very guilty of that. I'm going to start with this. This is Stinson Has the Soup. She's going over my live. I hope she won't strike me long enough for me to grab something to cover this window. And we're going to talk about what she said. And I'm going to kind of lay out everything for y'all to the best of my ability. I'll be right back.
Yes, Georgetta. The hell? Well, I don't know where I got that. I was over at Joneson's last night. I don't know why she had 2 lives. The first one I was at, but I had to dip out. I couldn't listen to Truth no more, to be honest. Like that dude. And here we are. We're going to review a little bit of it this morning. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Like, this sector is weird.
In case I fall. I'll be. Hopefully, you'll hear me.
Y'all. Thanks, everyone. He passed away on Christmas. He was 88 on Christmas. I am so sorry, Vicky. You're definitely in my thoughts and in my prayers. Good morning, Lindsay Rose. Hey, Bowie girl. Sunnyside. Well, I woke up to a nightmare. I dream. Oh, no, not in labor. Oh, because Deets wanted to come up and she started a new live so she could use StreamYard. Oh, she was using OBS. Oh, bullshit. I tried that thing. I hate it. I can't stand OBS. Like, it shouldn't be
I
that,
reckon y'all will
it
see
should
my
not be
butt. I
that
gotta get some
complicated.
tins.
Yeah.
I don't want to get down.
Yeah. I knew that they were going to use that. It was bad choice of words. They're not going to, but it wasn't hidden from the prosecution or the
Oh, I don't
or
want to be
Nature
writing
Boys
y'all's face like
lawyers
that.
because the Nature Girls had it out there. They nonsense barking. I need
Okay,
that.
hold on. Let me get my clips. I'm gonna
Goodness.
fall out of this chair in a minute.
Anyway, they definitely have. Look, they definitely made a mountain out of a molehill. Here's what I'm going to say. This is why you don't let children have social media. Okay, that's just my opinion. They don't need it. And don't let them have your phone. Anyway, what's done is done. The boys uploaded it, and now it has turned into things I won't even say on my channel. It is insane. Should the kids have uploaded it? No. Should Brittany probably be more vigilant with, especially two boys and what they're doing with her phone? Yes. That's just my opinion. Get mad if you want to. I don't give a.
So I agree with that. I'm going to try to skip it ahead to where she talks about what I want to talk about. She packing? No, not packing right now. Putting a curtain up. Good to see you, Tom. Ever love me? Good to see you. What trouble are we getting? Evidently a lot. Evidently a lot. I can't figure out OBS either. Hey, good girl for life. Good to see you. I'm glad you are here.
Damn. Okay. Both sides get on my nerves. But it was dead. Okay. The conversation was over. It's back like we hadn't talked about it a year ago for, I don't know, 3 months. Oh, no. It's back, y'all. So these like, good morning, Tessa. Things it's not. Hey, Shally.
Yes.
I don't know. That's what I want to know. Why was it brought up again? This is why I don't let mine be heard.
This was brought up again because there was a comment in Nonsense's chat that said 5 people had the video. And when I went into Brittany's chat last night and I spoke, because if you're talking about me, I'm going to try to be there and give you all the information to all the questions that you have. I was taking my husband to work when she went live this morning, so I couldn't be in that one, but I'll be there. I'll answer questions. When Brittany was questioning why it came back up, I told her because she highlighted the comment in Nonsense's chat that said that 5 people had the video, and she said that the comment said 5 people had the video and that person was going to call CPS. I personally have not seen the comment. They could have said, I'm going to call CPS. They might not have. All I know is that the comment said 5 people have the video. She highlighted it. Somebody allegedly posted it. And then the whole thing went into a roller coaster again. Broughton said, how does she even know the kids uploaded it? We don't know that because it wasn't reported. Well, we don't know that. I would assume they did, and I would hope it was the children. That's the story we're given without being there. I don't know. BJ has to deal with CPS already, and that video was bad. She does have a lot of stuff, but it seems like maybe we should let her deal on her own. I don't disagree. That video was from 3 years ago, even though it's being brought up again, and CPS is involved. So, I mean, I don't think, please don't be calling CPS because allegedly they're already involved. Brittany's going to be Brittany, and there's not anything. I mean, you know, at this stage in life, Brittany is who she's going to be. Okay. And like it or not, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. When you get on this internet, when I get out here right now, there's 78 people in here. And I don't know how many are commenting, but I could guarantee you probably about half of them hate me. And maybe about 10% of them would like to see me never come on this internet again. And that's just something you have to deal with. It's part of being on the internet. So, I mean, we might not like her, and it is what it is. I don't think we should continue to be putting stuff on the internet that can be used against us for content. That's my opinion. Miss Sarah said we don't know the kids uploaded it. We're going by what Brittany says. Booty McBootface, good to see you and thank you for being here. She claims people have the video because it wasn't up long. I call bullshit on that. Allegedly, it was up for. Granny says it in the live. It was either 20 or 40 minutes. I think it was 20.
Heard? I don't. No. When I'm live, you just stay out of my office because these mofos are weird. You understand me?
Absolutely.
They don't need to know your name, your age, nothing. They're freaking weird, and you're not getting social media. Hell no.
Hello, don't give two shits. I like your name. Angela posted a comment in nonsense saying she was going to call CPS, but the woman went on Queen saying she was just mad. Okay. That's what I heard. I haven't seen where she went on Queens. That's another thing. I try to watch as much as I can about these drama streams, but y'all, this is a true crime channel. I'm also simultaneously, I have been moving. My daughter broke her arm on New Year's Day. I homeschool. I cook 3 meals a day. I'm submitting FOIAs constantly for true crime cases. I don't submit FOIAs for people on this damn YouTube streets. That's just not something I agree with. And trying to get content to talk about in the true crime atmosphere too. So I don't catch everything. Like people think I did. I guess I said something that people took a certain way, and we're going to talk about it. 20 minutes is long enough for some people to grab it. And for me, I would not. She said she did not contact anybody because she didn't want people asking her children questions. At the time it was removed, people felt like, that's good enough. I don't blame her for not wanting, because if you go to law enforcement, they're going to send CPS to your house. They're going to have your kids be questioned and shit. And if it was completely innocent, I get not wanting them to be questioned. However, if there were a video of my children on the internet of what I know it to be now, regardless, I would want to make sure that nobody had that video. So I would be trying to at least contact law enforcement and say, look, my children uploaded this video. I fucked up. That's my bad. Whatever. Do whatever needs to be done. We can get that ball rolling. But I need to make sure nobody has this video because I don't want my children to be on the internet. Okay. And I would be trying to figure out what I needed to do to get that off the internet if they could help me. But that's just me. I'm not her. We are two totally different people with two totally different lives, and we make totally different decisions. That's my thought process on that. Karen, you're good, sweetheart. Yeah, I have a real life. Oh, it was some kind of serious girl. She broke her wrist right here, and it's like this bone right here. She's got a pin in it. She's doing really good, but it was serious. She's doing really great now, though. Thank you for asking.
Talk to me when you're 16. We'll see. That's kind of how I look at it. Kids do dumb things. Parents do dumb things. End of. But it's Brittany, so let's act like, man, people were accusing her of having CSAM or so. I don't know. It's just so weird. So these two girls, I don't know who they are. These two women. Let me pull this up. And Truth wants to speak on it. Don't call me. Truth. Why is this guy everywhere? He's freaking everywhere. I thought he died. No, he didn't die. But you would have thought with the way people were out here giving eulogies, okay? Because he shut his channel down, which he really didn't shut his channel down. Thank you, Stars. A member for 14 months. I really appreciate that. Play Nice says content is why it is brought. Of course. The obsession, it's too much. It really is. It's an obsession at this point, and everybody just needs to accept that they're obsessed. And I'm here.
I'm not by any means obsessed. It was very painful for her, but she's doing so much better now. Australia has banned social media for anyone under 16. I think that's a freaking great idea. Thank you so much, Karen. There are lots of theories because those of us who've been in the community for at least a year have seen a downward progression with BJ also patterns. There is, and that plays a role to an extent. She's about to get into some of the things I want to talk about. Let me preface, I'm probably saying it wrong, this with because my daughter broke her arm, I had not been on the internet for a while. Okay. So I get a call from Hio, and um we watch drama streams and we talk about it, and she said, look, I watched a video from Truth, and I know you haven't seen it because you've been at the hospital, and I want to talk about it, and I want us to blind react about it. Okay. The way that it was supposed to be presented was just content creators on the internet. Okay. When does, like, I like this creator, so yeah, I saw some really fucked up shit, and I'm gonna explain to you what kind of fucked up shit we thought at the time, right? Because I think it'll put things more in perspective for everybody. um so my fucking Mr. Beast. Okay, I saw him on there, some really fucked up shit. At what point do we as a community say, "Oh my god, that's fucking really fucked up and bordering on child prawn," because you have to understand what we thought it was before we were corrected. And we say we need to do something, we need to call somebody. Why is it different on the internet than it would be in real life? It wasn't even supposed to go the direction that it went. BJ was not supposed to be mentioned specifically, even though it was about her. It wasn't hard to figure out, and it it was supposed to be about a completely different topic. However, the way that the video was described a couple of months ago is not at all what the video was. So I am going on what I originally thought the video was. And I think Truth, when he heard about this video, was given a similar version to what I thought it was. So when you hear it like that, you have to ask, what the fuck? Why didn't anybody call? And I'm going to go over that. I'm a true crime channel. It's going to be graphic. It's going to be something you don't want to hear. I mean, everybody's like, why does she keep saying that? I don't want to hear that. Oh my God. I mean, but you've got to understand that's what we thought it was. Soup is the lady on the screen, and I will drop her link again. So with that, again, it wasn't supposed to go there, but I needed to be corrected because I was up there saying some shit that was like way off in left field, believing that that's what it was. So when Granny came up and corrected me, that's what needed to happen in that moment. Forrest, good to see you. Yeah, it's a game of telephone, exactly.
To talk about y'all's obsession. Okay. Hey, Zero Jules.
I'm by no means obsessed. Again, if you have the video, have seen the video, have a screenshot of the video, do not fucking send it to me. I don't want to see that shit. Stay far the fuck away from me.
Oh, man. Right. I don't know who these ladies are. They seem like nice ladies. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them, but let's get into a little bit of it. This is fair use. What's the name of their channel?
Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to use my content, I don't care. I'm not a striker.
Allegedly speculating. And got a good amount of subs, so they seem like they do pretty good. I don't know if it's a group of women or just one, but they're going to listen to Truth break this down.
I am just me, but we were dual streaming because this was originally Hio's live, which is XIO. It was her live, and we got on there together to talk about it. We were dual streaming.
And I just want y'all to hear. I just want y'all to hear it. Let me rewind it some.
They should know better than to do that. They shouldn't be running around naked. I don't know. Let me see where you're going with this first. Oh, and another thing about me is that when I say something, I mean it. If I say something in a chat, I will tell you why I said it. If I text you something, I will tell you why I said it. If you ask me why I said something, I will tell you why I said it and why I felt that way. All I have is my word, and I stand on it.
Okay, I see where you're going. I see what you're saying and why you might be saying that. So since it's a blind react, let's go ahead and go over the first part of this.
Okay, they're going to do a blind react to Whistle Dicks live here. All right. And I'm going to do a blind react to their blind react.
Live. Like I said, truth be told, it's speaking of truth be told, this is Elevated Truth. A lot of people know who this is in the community. And for those of you who don't, you're about to get a staunch introduction to Elevated Truth. Trigger warning, like I said, let's just go over it and we'll stop in between. I did ask the creator permission to use this live. So
they seem like very nice ladies so far.
Elevated Truth. I put his
I like him.
link in
I take that back. She said she liked him. No, I'm kidding. I'm just being petty. Thank you, Tessa, for being a member.
So I want to stop there. I know she was playing, but a lot of people, especially when I went into Brittany J's chat last night to talk to her about what I said and back up what I said, they were like, you need to do your research into Truth. You need to understand who he is. You don't know who he is. You don't know this, that, and the third. Again, I don't watch every stream that everybody does, okay? But I like Truth. As she's going to point out, I say something that kind of doesn't make sense to many people. This is the link for Hio. Definitely go subscribe to her, and I'll try to grab Rubber Ramadas. I like Truth. And I mean, I've done my research. What I have seen of his streams, I like him. I mean, and you're not going to change my mind about that. I feel like he is brash and very upfront, and you might not feel the same way, and that's okay. And you're allowed to share your opinions. We don't have to agree. We're not going to agree on everything all the time. I like him. I don't agree with some of the things he does, just like you won't agree with all the streams I do, and I won't agree with all the streams you do. It's just life. That's how it is. But I know who he is, and I like him as a person, and you're not going to change my mind on that. That's how I feel.
For 2 months, coffee and soup to start the day. Let's get into it.
Cody,
Description if
I'm
you want to go up
sorry,
and sub
my love.
to the Rooster Squad.
Rooster
That's
Squad.
awesome. He reminds me of people I've known in my past, like several people all at once. It's pretty interesting. He does. A lot of people that would. I used to live a very different lifestyle, and I hung around people that just, they would tell you the truth and not care about how you felt about it. I mean, the truth is the truth, and I would rather be told the truth than a lie any day. So that's what I mean by that comment. And it's okay to not be a fan of him. Party of Six. Lorianne, good to see you. This is a drama stream, so I don't know if you want to be here. My oldest reminds me of Truth. They say what they feel, and it can be wild. Exactly. And that's what I mean by that. Thank you.
Pretty cool. I mean, is that a good thing?
Yeah. Very.
What? He reminds you of people you know in your past, several people all at once.
It's kind of a weird statement.
Has he got that many personalities?
Straight up people that don't take bullshit from nobody. He reminds me of them.
I don't get that. I don't get that. That he don't take bullshit off anybody. No, that's not the impression I get.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. His commentary is straight up no bullshit. That's why I've always enjoyed watching him. That's just me.
Yeah. Cindy, thank you so much for gifting at 10 speculation station 420 lover. Dizzy.
That I just absolutely do not tolerate. Not in my personal life, not in my social media life, just never, not ever. Okay.
Hey,
why does it feel like every time he comes on that he has just read something off Chat GPT and he's about to give a sermon? I was watching Jonesins yesterday and he was listening to some gospel music and then came on with a sermon. It's freaking weird. It's weird. Somebody tell me I'm lying.
Poor Truth. He's so serious.
So you mentioned how awesome he is. So again, at this point, I'm blind reacting to Truth's live because I had not seen it. Hio, the one at the top on that page, on my stream from the other day, is the one who was doing the live. Under her is Rubber Ramada. I think I dropped her link. This is Rubber Ramada's link, and then I'm on the bottom. We are blind reacting. In this part of the video, it's not specifically about Brittany J, that video, and everything that happened. Okay. I watched too. I've watched like probably the last 8 or 9 streams that she's done. I just don't comment because for me, I don't know if it's because I'm a Libra, but I have to look at things from all sides. I want to know the story from the person telling it, and then I want to know the story from the person that doesn't like them. And then I want to figure out what's actually true there in between. I'm not peeing right now.
I did see excuse me, I did see some of this. I had to leave.
Hey,
I was
Abraham.
actually
Weed.
I was building a fence at the time.
Okay,
So
that's great.
I didn't actually make my comments.
Right.
I have a question. First question. And I want an honest answer from y'all in the chat. If Cletus, we're going to use Cletus as an example.
Oh, hell.
Thank you for being here. It's nice to meet you.
Just if you don't know who Cletus is, you guys just use whoever
We know who
male
Cletus is.
streamer that you made in this live.
You can also think about
Cletus had a page, a popular page. And Cletus had, let's say, 2 girls. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's say they are between the ages of 5 and 9. Okay.
Oh, what a weird.
And you turn
analogy.
on YouTube and you get a notification that Cletus has a new video up. And you say, you know what? I support Cletus. I want to go see his new video. And you pop over there to Cletus's new video, right? And you're prepared to see some, receipts or some details or something that Cletus brings to the table.
People have had an issue with him talking about 2 girls. I think he's just trying to make a scenario in general, just kind of like we were trying to do, just talking about a situation in general, not specifically that situation.
So you hit the
I do too, Lindsay. I think he definitely uses Chat GPT.
Because again, a lot of people don't like Britney, so we were trying to approach. In my stream, we were trying to approach it from just the creator in general, not specifically Britney. Because when you say this video with Britney, you get all the anger and hostility that's behind it that everybody has towards Britney J, and that's not what we wanted. We wanted the honest thought process of, if it was any person, anywhere, any video, what would you do, without the hostility that everybody has towards Britney J, including myself at times. Nicole, good to see you. Inflammation, I would take turmeric. Psoriasis, I would use castor oil. Castor oil or lanolin. I've never heard of Truth and don't know anything about him, but he seemed nice when he came to the stream. He is really nice, in my opinion. Kate, thank you for being a member for 6 months. I really appreciate the continued support, and I love your picture. That's adorable. This is a drama stream. I do not do drama streams, so it's kind of off the wall. But thank you for being here.
Amazing.
And then Sammy said, I think the one thing people are forgetting is BJ not only highlighted an inappropriate comment made in her chat about Elevated Truth, but she read it out loud. It was vile and was about his wife. I didn't see that, but I believe you. And I state in this live stream, if you watch the actual whole live stream, that I believe Britney J does things to get people pissed off. So she has content to go over. T, topically, that would be good. Truth is typically very respectful. He gets passionate over certain topics. Yep. And we're going to talk about that too.
There's a title, allegedly. So you don't think anything of it.
I was going to ask the same thing. Why Cletus?
And you click on it. And it's 2 young girls between the ages of 5 and 9.
Oh, don't worry. We ain't going to be here long. I just want to rage a little bit.
Dancing around with no clothes on. Allegedly bending over in front of the camera and exposing themselves. What would your first thing that you do be? What would
your first thing? What would you do be? Would you do be? You okay?
I think that's a valid question. I'm going to let her keep going.
Look, dude, you took this and you were like, here is my time to perform.
Exactly.
I am going to get on this mic that looks like a marshmallow. That mic gets on my nerves. Okay. I am going to get up here and I am going to perform. I just found out about this video. No one told me about this a year ago. I'm just now finding out. Whoa, watch what.
You are correct. Nicole said Britney doesn't pre-read her comments before she reads them. What someone says in the creator's chat is not the responsibility of the channel holder. I don't pre-read my comments before I highlight them either. But if you go in there and say something, what has been the case more often than not, if you say something negative about somebody or to her, she will highlight that over other comments. And when you take that into consideration with the fact that she will talk shit about somebody, like allegedly I heard, I haven't seen, that she was going to go back to true crime, and then she did a drama stream poking at Queen Bee and Clue and all of the people. When you add that, the fact that she's poking and talking shit about everybody, to the fact that she reads really vile comments, it's not out of the realm to make the assumption that she does it on purpose, in my opinion. That's what I think. That's my thought process on that. Mustang, good to see you.
Chat GPT comes up with here, guys. Just watch me work. This is a performance. He is one of the cringiest mofos in this sector. I said what I said. You're weird. And you're bald. And you didn't.
So you think that it has to do, Okay, the comment I am speaking on was within the last week, and that's why I think he gave his opinion on the twerking video. Thank you for reading my comment. Of course. That could be true. The way it was described to me was that Brittany read the comment out loud, and this is his first time hearing about it. And I'm going to tell you what I thought it was, and I'm going to tell you why I thought it was. And when you hear that, and you think that that's what it is, I don't find it out of the realm of possibility for somebody like Truth, who comes out here and asks questions that not everybody will ask. I don't think that I could see him being very highly upset about it and doing the stream that he did. If you thought it was what I thought it was, and you just found out about it, I could definitely see him doing a stream like that. And I don't think it has to do necessarily with his trauma, which everybody keeps bringing up. I think it has to do with the fact that Brittany highlighted the comment. So that brings the topic back up. And when you think it's what I'm going to describe to you, and you ask questions that not everybody will ask, I could see how this all happened.
Die.
You do. I want to know, honest to God, what would be your first reaction? What would your first move be?
You think so?
So I'm going to stop there.
And here's the thing: most people in this sector, granny, nonsense, not Clue and Cletus.
Yep. I've noticed that.
All of them that have him on their panel, they don't like him. I'm just going to tell the truth and shame the devil. They're not going to, but they don't like him. They all find him odd.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that too.
They're just not going to tell him. Do you know why? Because it's hate Brittany all the way around. If you hate Brittany, you're welcomed. Do any of y'all got a mind of your own? Look, I
damn sure do, because I will come out here just like I did in Brittany J's chat last night. I will tell you exactly why I said something and why I feel that way. And if you go to her chat from last night, I'm uploading it on the channel I made for drama that I don't use. You will see every comment I made. And if you have a question about it, you can ask me and I'll tell you exactly why I said it. But I explained to her the video until she got upset and rage quit. And I told her that, you're not going to like some of the things that I said and the reason I felt that way. But I'm here if you want to ask me any questions. I was up till way late doing that.
There are some people on here I don't like, but I'm not chilling with you if you dislike them too. Just because you dislike them. If you're a weirdo, I ain't chilling with you because we dislike the same people. Not everybody is for you.
Allegedly speculating, I would like to know what your first move would be.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, this is exactly. Sarah,
Okay.
yep. I know what happened, and it's hard, right? Because
No. Don't take it into context of that. You as a person, he's asking you, if you came on YouTube and you saw your favorite creator and this happened, what would you do?
I would try, just like with what happened, I would try to contact them. But once I tried to contact them to let them know what happened, I think I would have the thought process of, there's two naked children, and one of them is allegedly spreading not just
I can't with that anymore.
Okay, but that's part of the problem, because when this video came back up about 3 months ago, I don't know, it might have been 6 months ago, when Nonsense found out about the video. Nonsense called Cotton Candy Boobs to her panel. And Cotton Candy Boobs talked about it and spoke about it. And the issue was Queen D being sent a copy of the video. I will say this, and I will look straight on in my camera as I say this. I think if anybody has a copy of that video or asked for a copy of that video, that you are a fucked up person. Sorry, I don't think no. I think whoever screen recorded it is fucked up, because in my opinion, the reason that you have that is to use it as leverage against Brittany for malicious intent, and that is fucking a child that is allegedly half naked. No, absolutely not. I don't give a fuck. If you recorded it because you want to send it to law enforcement, I don't necessarily agree either, but I maybe could find some leeway in that. If you have that video because you wanted to use it against her, I ain't got no time for that. Now, let me back this up just one more time. I'm not trying to keep going over the highly triggering part, but I need to get my thought process back and explain to y'all where I was at. right? Because
No. Don't take it into context of that. You as a person, he's asking you, if you came on YouTube and you saw your favorite creator and this happened, what would you do?
I would try, just like with what happened, I would try to contact them. But once I try to contact them to let them know what happened, I think I would have the thought process of there's 2 naked children,
Ah,
and one of them is
Right,
allegedly
okay.
spreading not just
I
twerk.
can't with that any.
Okay. When this video, it's good to see you, Thoughtsicle. Kevin, good luck with that. When this video was brought up 3 months ago, and Cotton Candy came up on Nonsense's panel when Nonsense was asking about where the video went, who was sent, and all that. I mean, trigger warning, I'm going to tell you exactly. I don't know who said it, but I remember hearing that the video, trigger warning, like big flashing letters. Let me find something to help exaggerate. This is about to be very triggering. Here we go. Triggering.
Now what the fuck is going on?
Triggering. Okay. Allegedly, when I remember hearing from somebody, I don't know who, I want to say Cotton Candy Boobs, but I don't know if it was her or not. Allegedly, somebody said that the video depicted 2 nude children, one of them bent over on a bed, okay, with his hands on his butt cheeks, pulling them open so the whole anus is exposed, and the other one standing behind him naked, telling him to twerk. That is what I thought the video was. If you hear that there is a video on the internet like that your creator uploaded, you have to ask, why didn't anybody report that? There is a sexual abuse aspect to that. It sounds like one child is about to do something to the other child. I'm sorry, but you need that context. And that's what I thought it was. And if he thought that that's what it was, I don't know, because I'm not him and I haven't talked to him about it. But if he thought it was something along those lines, I can definitely see why you would come on this internet and be like, what in the holy fuck? Why didn't anybody call anybody? Why did everybody just take it off the internet and say, you deal with it or whatever? Why is nobody checking on these children? Because that is not innocent children twerking, playing around, fucking around. That is some shit that's indicative of sexual abuse. Holy motherfucking shit. Okay. So I'm on this panel and that's what I'm saying that I think it is. And everybody keeps stopping it. It's like, oh my God, why does she keep saying that? Well, because that's what we thought it was. And that brings up the whole entire reason for everything, which is why didn't anybody call somebody? Because I'm sorry, if I saw something like that, I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm going to contact the creator to get it off the internet so that it's not continuing to be passed around. And then I'm calling somebody to check on them fucking children. Okay. And then Granny came up and said, no. That, I don't like Brittany, but that is not what it was. So now we're going to talk about what it was. Let me see what y'all are saying right now. The kids were 7 and 9 and weren't old enough to know twerking like SpongeBob was not a good idea. I agree with that. And we'll talk about what that video actually was, because that's what it actually was. Nona, good to see you. Mystic said Queen Bee asked Cotton Candy Boots to send her via email when the video first hit the channel. Nonsense did all that last year or 2023 because Queen Bee used to try to silence BJ. That's brought up the video again. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I remember watching those streams. There's conflicting stories on if she asked or if Cotton Candy Boob said that she was going to send it to her. I've heard both sides. I wasn't there at the time. All I know is, like I said, and like I'll continue to say, if anybody asked for that video, you're fucked. I don't think she asked for the video, but I could be biased because I like Queen Bee. Bada bing, bada boom. Good to see you. I've heard that's not true. The explicitness in the video, BJ has said it was nothing of the sorts. Apparently, you could barely see his tailbone area. It honestly changes in description. Yes, and we're so okay. when Granny's watching came up, she said it wasn't anything like that. Number one, you've got to go back to that time period. During that time period, Brittany J was just starting. She said she was doing the Kylie Rodney case. I mean, I can pull it up if y'all want me to pull it up. I'll find where Granny comes in. As a matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and do that, and I'll write this timestamp down. And I get corrected, and that's what was needed, because I'm out here, you know, talking about this horrific CSAM video, and she came up and corrected me because it was not at all what it was made to be. And again, I reiterate that if you think that's what it is and you're just now hearing about it, and you're somebody like Truth who goes on his channel and will ask questions that not everybody will ask, I mean, I could definitely see
that like
there.
back then it was just
Why he's doing this live stream. I don't think that it has to do with what everybody is saying, like, oh, he's trauma dumping. That's not what I see here. I see somebody being very fucking concerned about a video that was described a certain way about two boys and what could be happening to them in a house if the video had been that way. Granny said, Cotton Candy Boobs asked if she should play it. Queen Bean said, I don't know what it even is. Cotton Candy Boobs said, I can send it to you. And the chat all said no. Thank you for that. I didn't remember Queen Bee asking for it specifically. But I wasn't there from what I'd heard. There's a clip out there where Cotton Candy said Queen Bee did not ask for the video. Queen Bee was in her car, and to be honest, I don't think she knew what the heck was going on. That's what I've heard. Okay. You know, I kept getting that a lot, and that upset me last night. Like, you don't know what you're talking on. Your channel's speculating. You don't know nothing about truth. Do your own research. I feel like, I mean, I did enough research on this to know what I know that I like truth. And I mean, if you're talking about, okay, who do you listen to? Because Brittany lies. So I don't know. Okay. Anyway, let's go to where Granny comes in.
I was going to talk about this too, because what people don't even, and you guys know I despise Brittany, but there are so many misconceptions about this video.
Evidently not.
And to be quite frank, it's a bit insulting when I keep hearing, why didn't anybody do anything? Well, because 3 years ago, there weren't all these signs that there are today. The video was one child. He had a t-shirt on. He didn't have pants or bottoms on or whatever. But back then, Brittany often mentioned that child refused to keep clothes on. So it wasn't shocking. It's not like that we're here, like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, she would always say, I can't be on cam because the one child won't keep clothes on, whatever. The video was uploaded. It was a short video. It had the words "do not watch" written across it. And we weren't in a strong place of hate towards anybody because the community wasn't what it is today. So we didn't see anything further than this child's on the internet and it needs to be removed immediately. People that didn't even like Brittany, including myself, were reaching out to get a hold of her to get the video removed. At that time, Brittany said they love SpongeBob and it's something SpongeBob does. And if you did look up SpongeBob videos back then, a meme did come up of SpongeBob doing it. There was no grabbing and opening up the button. Like all these things I'm hearing, they simply didn't happen.
Thank you, because I was wrong about that. So thank you for the. So that's, I mean, there's no other better way to put it. And that's coming from somebody who was directly here at the time and saw the video or saw a portion of it redacted. So when you hear it like that, yeah, it's innocent. You don't know Brittany as the person who could allegedly have a dirty house, who allegedly has a boyfriend that's drunk in the background telling the kid's teacher to get slapped, and all of the shit that's going on that we would not know about if she didn't allow it to be out here on this fucking internet. And so you can't use all of that information. You can't use the video at that time and put it with today's current events, because during that time period, we did not know that. Nobody knew that. Not we, I wasn't there, but everybody thought that, okay, it's just kids being kids. They were twerking. There was no sexual abuse aspect to it. It's just them twerking. The kids wouldn't keep clothes on. That was stated because just everything she just said, it was stated. Brittany didn't cam up because she had a child that was on the spectrum that would not keep his bottoms on. And it all made sense. So at that point, it makes sense that you would say, okay, we told her, she got it off the internet. She said she's going to contact law enforcement. She said that she's going to make sure that all of the avenues are taken to make sure that this is not continued to be distributed. This is taken down. Everything's good. And everybody thought that she was going to do the right thing at the time. Going to present day, if you saw something like that, yeah, you might would call somebody, because you know that she's probably not going to call anybody. She's probably not going to do anything. I am not telling you to call anybody. Hold on just a minute. Please don't call anybody on that girl. She's got allegedly CPS already involved. Okay. Okay. Well, in that stream, I think that she had said, if I remember correctly from being there, I think that he said, Craig said, do you remember the video of Bart Simpson who rode through town showing his butt? Like the whole episode was Bart Simpson riding his skateboard through town showing his ass or something. And I think they were relating it to that, but I could be wrong. That's what I remember from happening from last night. I was kind of in and out and typing, so not really paying attention. She might have related it to Bart Simpson. I think that's what that comment was about, but I could be wrong. For me, it goes back to two people, the parents. I'm still not sure how the camera was set up perfectly to record the twerking and upload about two young kids on their mom's channel. So, like Granny states in this video, if these children allegedly are handed devices and said, here, go play with this, go do this. And maybe not all the time, to be fair. She said allegedly she was washing dishes and they had her phone watching a video or playing on it or something. And that the older one was recording the younger one fully clothed. From my understanding, the one recording was allegedly fully clothed. He's not in the video. And then they were doing this in their room. So if a child is handed a device and said, here, go play, I could see how it could happen. If that's what they do, if that's what their norm is. I mean, you've heard of people who use devices as babysitters. I think it goes more along those lines. Yeah. Okay. It's Gigi Dilligaf. Good to see you. I don't know. I think that it was taken out of context because Brittany J came up and thanked Queen Bee for having it taken down. I do remember it being brought up again at one point, but I don't think it was in a blackmail aspect. I will look into it, to be fair. I have been asked to look into a playlist from Jonesin, but I'm also going to look into the playlist from Coda. I only saw it redacted, yes. And I'm way up here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to try to catch up with y'all. I'm sorry for all those comments that I missed. Brittany did tell CPS about the video and law enforcement after they were called on her. She says she did. I don't know. She immediately went live. Not Nini saw the original video. She was confused on what it shows. How can people understand that, and now making it weird? I'm going to drop my link if anybody wants to come up, because I can't even keep up with the comments. So if you want to come up, I will allow you up to speak. But yeah, it's all gone way out of proportion. When it was originally supposed to be a correction on some pretty graphic fucking shit that we were all really concerned about. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And if you are talking about two children that are handed a phone, could possibly be, I'm not in her house, I don't fucking know. and that's how they are entertained every day, then it's not out of the realm of possibility that they could take something and upload it on the internet. I don't know why they would have access to your channel, but that, I'm not in the house. That's not my decision. How can it be blackmail if it's an innocent video of boys being boys? Because for most, I would think, because if a video, like, first of all, it shouldn't be used as blackmail because that's a fucking child. And no, absolutely not. That's an innocent fucking child. But if that video got out, it would be the death of your channel, would be my thought process. Kim has been a member for 5 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. I really appreciate the continued support. Thank you so much for that.
Amazing.
I'm going to go back to Stinson, I do believe. Yeah, if the video is innocent and shows nothing, what's the threat? I would think the death of the channel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's a good question. What am I doing? Okay, so I wanted to make sure that that was stated, and that you understood what we thought it was originally and why that was so important. Because if you hear something
Anymore.
it's very concerning. Jay Fox, good to see you. What's the right thing? I mean, I would have reported it to law enforcement immediately, especially since someone Crama reels your devices aren't connected, love. It could be my internet. I hope not. I would have reported it to law enforcement immediately since someone had grabbed it so quickly and was doing a live screaming, "Oh my God, look what happened." I would think that I would do the same thing. Crama, I'm going to kick you and then come back in. So you can see if your devices will connect. Hopefully it's not my internet. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Do I need to get them right now? Because I can. You can't use your lack of negligence to vilify others, yet also use it to sympathize yourself if it's innocent. It's just that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay. But at the same time, if you're going to say that, first of all, that just like the video, that's taken out of context. Is there, I mean, we could talk about all of the things that Brittany J's lied about. The thing that comes to mind most importantly for me is that, number one, there's actually several things, but if you're raising money for a lawyer, you send 3 C&Ds and then nothing else happens. I mean, I would be kind of upset as a person who had donated if I donated. But what would hurt me more than upset me is if a creator made a fundraiser for Christmas for their children because they needed Christmas for their children. And then I find out that the Christmas was above and beyond, and I'm told that I shouldn't worry about what that person's children get for Christmas because it's none of my business. Well, yes, ma'am, it is when you come on the internet and ask people for money to fund your Christmas, and then you spend thousands and thousands of dollars allegedly, like shit like that. That would not piss me off more than it would hurt me to know that I donated to somebody I felt like was in need to get their children Christmas, and they got way more than my children would ever even dream of having for Christmas. Like, I sent you money to help you get Christmas for your children. Meanwhile, you get Christmas for your children, and it's what Trump would get his children for Christmas, and my children got way less that I actually paid for because I worked. Those are two things that come to mind when you say that. I would call 911. You fucking right, I would. If there was a video of my children out there naked on the internet, I'm calling some motherfucking body, and I'm going to say, look, I fucked up. My kids uploaded this video, and I need you to help me get it off this fucking internet, because there's some sick motherfuckers out here that will do some sick shit with a video like that, innocent or not, even if it is in what we are told it is now, that he just didn't have bottoms on, he was twerking, and it was cute and innocent. There's still some sick motherfuckers out here that will do some sick fucking shit with that. So you goddamn right. I'm going to call some goddamn body. You fucking right. Yes, ma'am, I am. I fucking am. And I'm going to say I fucked up. I fucked up real bad. And I need you to help me get this shit off the internet. Fucking right I am. Lala, good to see you. Her sons added do not watch. It was the original video. So I did want to talk to you about or bring that up. The original video was allegedly titled Do Not Watch. Now, somebody named Mike came in Brittany's chat and she said that he was there at the time and that Cotton Candy Boobs was going to go live about it and that let everybody know there was no title originally. I don't know who Mike is, but it seemed like I had seen his screen name before. So I don't know. Allegedly he said that she said that there was no title. I don't know. For it to be titled Do Not Watch, I could see a child doing that. And I could also, I don't think Brittany would have uploaded that. Looking back on it now, despite what I might have thought, I really don't, because that's like the death of her whole entire channel. And she does love those children. Parenting techniques need some work in my opinion, but she loves those children. And I don't think that she would put them out here like that just for content. I say that, and she uses them as a shield. So hell, I don't know. I don't think she would have went that far. I could be wrong. No words written across the video. It was the title and the date. Yeah. Well, once it's on the internet, someone somewhere, it was downloaded, so there's no way to get it completely off. Yeah, and that's a problem. But I'd be calling some fucking body. You fucking right, I would. No, ma'am. That was the title of the video. Do not watch. Yes, she did actually. It was towards the end of Queen Bean's live too, but I'm completely blanking. Hey, I just lost.
Hey,
Good to see
sorry.
you.
There
You're
was
good.
no title. The title was the date. So like the original video, the date was just the title, which happens if you make a short video and you don't label it, it automatically puts the date, the label, right? The title. But the words were written by them. Like the original video had the words "Do not watch" written on it.
So if it wasn't the title, where was that written?
Like if you make a short video right now, YouTube gives you the option to write words across your video.
Oh, okay. So it was like watermarked, pretty much.
Yeah, I suppose you could put it that way. Like if you go to YouTube and you click, to upload a video, as you're doing that steps, because there's several steps to take. One of them is you can add text over whatever you're uploading. They added the text, "Don't watch this."
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah. So the title was just the date. Like there was no actual title. So I just wanted to clarify that because I didn't want to, keep it in the chat. But no, it said "Don't watch this." Written by them, no title.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna see if we can. This is not a short though, but we'll see.
Yeah,
My
but I
computer's
think
probably
only
gonna be low.
short. I don't know if videos offer it too, but I know without a doubt that if you upload a short, it offers that.
Okay. Yeah,
But
it's not going to do it on this, and I don't have a short to upload. Okay, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. I'll be back in the chat.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming up. I wish I had a short to upload so we could test that theory. Yeah, please remember to be respectful in chat. So I'm going to try to make your comments bigger. There we go. And I'll pull this back up and we'll continue to talk about it. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I'm trying to catch your comments and I'm going to keep going through them and try to understand everything and be respectful as I can. Take a holiday stroll. My Take a Holiday Stroll short shows what I mean. Okay, thank you. Let's check that out. Hold on. Mhm. I think it's this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is a short where she's looking at Christmas lights. Okay, so I guess it's just on the thumbnail. Oh, okay, okay. So when they uploaded the video, if we go back right here, it says take a holiday stroll with the snowman and the heart. So when they uploaded it, it's like a title for the video, but it's not um the name of the video. Like as you can see, it says take a holiday stroll, and this says grab your hot cocoa and let's take a holiday stroll is the title of the video. The title was actually the date and or time, possibly from my understanding, and then across it it said don't watch this. Which if you think about the, I mean, I could see a child doing that, honestly. Because it goes back to being babysitted by the internet. If you pull up I don't know, like uh let's try the back rooms or something like that, you can see stuff that's like, don't watch this. Most dangerous entity in the back rooms, don't watch this. Dark web, dark web. I bought something off the dark web, don't watch this, super scary. um Things like that. I mean, that's probably things that they watch if I had to guess. So I could definitely see them, saying, "Don't watch this video," because it's kind of like if you see a video that says, "Don't watch this," it would make you want to watch it more. And if you're thinking from a child's perspective, then I could see that happening. Like, don't watch this video, not as in it's a nefarious type of thing, but just don't watch this video, trying to emulate people online writing things like that, not because it was nefarious. What the fuck? Yeah, the thumbnail had writing. Let's go back. Um you are allowed to have your opinions on either side in my chat, but if you are disrespectful, you will be blocked. Evil side. Wait until they turn on you, dummy. If you're calling me a dummy, I don't think I'm a dummy, but okay. You're free to have your opinion. Okay, but what is that? I mean, did you also know that there's like thousands of people out here scamming on the internet? Did you also know that there's people out here that actually lie about their children having autism? Did you know that there's people out here that lie about how they live and they actually live really good, yet beg people for money all the time? Like we could go back and back and back and forth and back and forth all fucking day long. I'm not gonna keep fucking with you. I just ask that you be respectful. Think about their level of knowledge, and that's what I was afraid of by mentioning that. But I don't think it's like, again, you got to think about children. If that's all they do is watch YouTube all day every day, then they're going to try to emulate their favorite creator or SpongeBob or caricature or whatever. I think that could be what it was. If they just are free to roam about the YouTube streets and watch whatever they want to watch, I think it could be more along the lines of that, not necessarily something nefarious. Yeah, see how they right? Exactly. I mean, he told me that I don't have a man or something. I don't have a man and I don't have a family. I actually have a man and I have 11 children, 8 bonus, 3 that are mine, 4 that live in my house. He says shit in the background. You just got to ignore him. But I mean, at the same time, why would you continue to let that on your channel? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to play this and try to catch some of your comments because yeah, I agree, Joshua. So I can read what you guys are saying. We'll just continue to listen. This is Stinson Has the Soup. I will drop her link again. We'll watch it while she continues to talk about my live. When she goes off of that, I'll probably end it. I'll let you know when I find it. Hopefully I find it, but if not, I'll see you. They sit behind her during her streams. Per her, they cower in the corners. Yeah, I know. Gigi's been here before. At the end of the day, their lack of parenting led to this conversation over and over again. The end. I mean,
Boom, 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 bop, bam.
yeah. And it got blown way out of context, way out of proportion. And I thought that it was something that it wasn't. And I was going on that. And that's where all this started.
I can't. Okay, so we're going to move around. I don't even want, I'm so sick of this.
They're naked. But I mean, again, that's what we thought it was. And that's why it was so important. And if he thought the same thing, if he thought that it was what I thought it was, then yes, he would obviously be asking why the fuck didn't anybody call anybody? That's why it was so important for Granny to come up and say, look, I hate Brittany, but it's not what you think it is. And
hell
it was
with that too.
uploaded
On my face right now. What in the fuck is going on with our world where the answer, respectfully, is I'll just turn it off?
Yeah. She said thank you in the beginning, and they called me out too because I misremembered, and I said that in her chat that I misremembered something that you had said that Chronicles of the Shady put out. So they wanted to make sure to point that out to me. I get that. I get that there's hostility going back and forth. Okay, I will say that. But at the end of the day, when you're in a fucking lawsuit over YouTube drama bullshit, and spending, I can't even imagine how much money, like it's already gone way too far. But that's what she does. It's her content. Hannah said, listen, trolls, it's hard to get blocked here. We will just sit you in the corner and hope you think about your actions. We are nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna, it's very hard to get blocked. Her friend at the time, Mal, begged her to call the police, but she refused. I believe that. We've heard about it. Hey, Crispy.
Please help me understand this, guys. I was really hoping that wasn't the answer I would get, but unfortunately, with all due respect, that's the answer most people would give.
Miss Sophie, to you. This is why I was happy that Jay did what she did about the weird Sebastian theory. This guy needs to go.
The weird Sebastian theory came from Reddit, okay? And if you have the ability to speak to them and you're going to ask them every question across the board, including aliens, I could see how that question got asked. Would I have asked it? No, I would not. I would not be asking Katie if she was with child in a photograph and if that child was, where that goes. But that's how allegedly that happened. If you're going to ask about every theory that's on the internet and up to the possibility of, do you think he got abducted? That's how that question got asked, from what I've been told. Screaming Daisy said, just don't beat yourself up. You did the right thing. If parents actually parented their kids and paid attention to what they were doing, none of this would be happening. I think she did the right thing. If she had not come up and corrected me, can you imagine where this would have went? Because I explained to you in the beginning of this live stream what I thought the video was and what I think more people than just me thought the video was. If Jess had not come up and corrected me, where would we be at now? Like somebody, I don't even want to think about where the conversation would have been if Jess did not come up and correct me on that. And it had to be Jess because the truth would not, to be fair, I probably would not have listened to somebody from Brittany's side, and Truth probably would not have really listened to somebody from Brittany's side. For it had to be Jess, Granny's watching, to come up and correct us because she doesn't like Brittany and she's damn sure not going to come up and defend Brittany on some shit that's not true. And she gets chastised and hung from the fucking damn ceiling by her feet for doing that. That's not fair. I think that she should get some respect for coming up and correcting a narrative that was wrong. I mean, even with everything going on, she's in a fucking lawsuit, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that she's had to come up with, and she still came up and set the record straight for one of the people she's in the lawsuit with. Like, that speaks volumes to me. Okay. And it had to be her because nobody else would have believed anybody else. I don't agree with what was done to her last night. But again, when you talk about Brittany, it wasn't going to go any other way. Exactly. BJ does her typical distraction and points fingers, look over there, never accountability for what she's done and caused ever. Yep. And going back to the parenting comment, I do think that it was an accident. I think the problem was letting the children have access to your YouTube and the ability to upload videos. If you did not know that they could upload videos, I guess it could be different, but just having unfettered access, especially to your YouTube channel as a content creator, is the biggest issue for me. I would hope that you wouldn't let your children just watch YouTube and just let that babysit them, but people do it, not just her. It is what it is. So that's my thought process on that. No, all the creators can speak, in my opinion. All right, I scrolled down. The vile things Brittany and Craig said about Granny directly after hearing how she defended them shows a lot about their character. I agree with that.
Boom, 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 bop, bam.
I do. I wish that she could have. She did thank Granny in the beginning because I was there. And I wish it could have stayed that way. She reviewed the live that Joneson did. And that was why I was there, because if you're going to speak on me or if you have questions, I'm going to be there to answer them to the best of my ability. But I don't think that things should have went the way they did, because again, if she had not come up and done that, the internet would be thinking that probably at this point by today, the internet would be thinking that the children were probably full on having relations with each other at this point, as much as this has snowballed already. And again, like I just said, it had to be her, because if Gigi Dillagaff had come up here and said that, I would have been like, yeah, no, I don't believe you at all, one bit. If Angela's Clips and Giggles had come up and said that, I would have been like, yep, nope, I don't believe you at all, one bit. It had to be Granny's watching. And then to go at her like that, I don't think is fair. I think if you felt like you could not review the stream, I think thanking her in the beginning was good. And then I think if it had been me, let me say it like that, if it had been me and my mortal enemy had come on and they had done that for me, I would have said thank you. And then if I came across some things that I felt like weren't true or were a lie, I would have said, I'm going to stop this stream right now, because right now it's in a good place and I appreciate them coming up and setting the record straight. And I'm just going to stop it right now and we're going to move on to something else, because I don't want to distract from the fact that they did correct that for me, even if I feel some type of way about them. That's what I would do. Okay, let me see. We got some part 1, part 2. Funny how Jay was exposed for using the N-word in a private conversation, and she said the most vile thing about the E's son who's fighting cancer, but that was all forgiven by BJ after she and Shady both pushed for everyone to share their vile comment. The vile comment Jay said about their son fighting cancer, yet all the energy is gone. It tells me BJ isn't really about what's right or wrong. I don't think that BJ really is about right or wrong, and I'll tell you something else that's funny. I'll show you. So I was talking briefly about a channel that I made to talk about drama, which is where I was talking about drama, but I just don't have the time to talk about drama, so I don't go over there. Nope. Hold on. Let me switch accounts. And I'll pull it up this way. So I made this channel allegedly Krama. It's got a bunch of BJ's videos right now and things that I've said about her. I was anonymous on this channel. We made a live stream that has been since removed. It was, I think, a week after I made that live stream that I was doxxed on the internet. And it's awful funny that, you know, I had been out here doing my thing, sent the emails that some of you may or may not know about, where I had to use my name that was not out here on this internet. And then I do a live stream, and then a week later I get doxxed. And on that live stream, I'm talking about Brittany. Now, was she behind it? I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. I haven't traced back the person who doxed me, but I do find it awful funny. And I do think she is behind a lot of the fuck shit that happens like that. And I think she does it from behind the scenes, but I have no proof of that. That's just my thought process. That's just my opinion. It's been tough on money if you cared about your kids' food. Wait a minute now. Hold on. What a minute. I wanted to see what Miss Sarah said. Miss Sarah said, Granny, that shows your integrity. Despite others trying to make you out to be a monster, I respect you for that. Yeah, it does. And that's what's so important. I'm going to take that off for right now. That's something that's important to remember. It does show her integrity because, I mean, y'all, a fucking lawsuit alleging that you're running a fucking mafia, and you still come out and set the record straight for that person because you know that it's not what it is. That's integrity to me. And that's why I like Granny. You did keep saying for BJ and Craig to get a job. What? Okay. Well, like I said, I don't read comments. The difference for me is that Granny's not out here asking for the internet to provide her children Christmas, not asking for gas money, tire money. I mean, I think there's a big difference for me. And when you let as much information out on this internet as Brittany does, and you need help for this or that, and you're raising money for this or that, it's different for me. You're actively asking for help on the internet from people. And for me, with Brittany getting attacked so much and all this shit, but like CPS being called and law enforcement and shit like that, I'd get my ass off the internet for a little bit. I'd take a fucking break. It's not worth it for me. And there's just a lot going on in that household. The only thing that Granny raises money for is a lawyer fund, and that's because it's directly correlated to the internet. She might have shared wish lists, but that's because people will ask you to share with a wish list. I have been asked to share a wish list for my children for Christmas, and I don't do it. I don't do it because I'm like, no, I would rather you just put that money towards people in your community that needs help. I remember her asking about food. I remember Brittany asking about food and talking about the price of hamburger, but I haven't seen everything. And I think somebody in a household should be working. And that's my thought on that. In my opinion, if there are two able-bodied people in a home having to panhandle with sad stories to get people to donate them and pay for their expenses, at least one of them should get a job. That's not a crazy thought. And I agree 100% with you. Anytime BJ and Shady is being spoke on, people get doxxed. It happened in Queen Bee's a few days ago. Someone came in and doxxed 2 people. All to hell. And that's interesting to me because I don't see that on the dark side, like at all. I haven't. Now, if I'm wrong, point me to the stream and I will definitely look into it. I like to look at things from all sides, but I'm just saying I was on this fucking internet for a year being all willy-nilly with sending emails and shit and was never doxxed until I spoke on her. And I've noticed that with a lot of people. Why is that? Well, to shut people up, I think. Because people don't want to be doxxed. People don't want their information out there. I've heard that it's finally started to happen back with War Eagle. I think she got doxxed, but I don't even think that was necessarily the dark side. I think that was White Boy Lockdown Radio. You can't tell me that these people that talk about Brittany J are being doxxed left, right, and center, and she ain't got nothing to do with it, in my opinion. Sammy said, again, we do not care what happened 2 to 3 years ago. It's today, the last 2 years. When someone shows change, I will give chances. And I agree with you there. I find it extremely disturbing that a parent would not report that video as an accidental upload simply because you don't know what sicko may have downloaded it. Still not a concern. That bothers me. That bothers me too. Lori, I love you. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, you motherfucking right. I'd be calling somebody. I fucked up. I fucked up. Y'all need to know that I fucked up. I fucked up bad. Fucked up real bad. And this video's on the internet, and I need y'all to help me get it off the internet. And can you help me? Can you point me in the direction of somebody that can help me? I need help getting this video off the internet. Help me get this video off the internet. That would be me all up in the fucking police station. Hell motherfucking yes. Granny just asked for attorney fees, Christmas wish every year. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. She did ask for attorney fees to help her battle a lawsuit that was happening on the internet with what I presume to be, or what I see as, fake allegations, because that is directly correlated to YouTube. I don't know about you, but I don't got 20,000 fucking dollars laying around to fight on the internet because somebody has a problem and just doesn't like me. You said Christmas wish list every year. I'm going to pause right there and say I don't know of her having a wish list every year. But I do know of somebody having Christmas fundraisers every year. And like I just said, to be fair, a lot of subscribers will ask you to do a wish list. So I think that's what that has to do. Parking tickets, Florida vacation. She had 2 GoFundMe's to take people to court, which she never did. I've heard about that being brought up in previous years. I think she did a stream on that showing that that's not what happened. The Epcot thing, I remember hearing something about that briefly, but to be fair, I don't remember what it was. The parking ticket was a mirror that she hit, and I don't think that there was a fundraiser for it. I think it was just spoke about. I could be wrong. She said, show proof I had 2 fundraisers to take someone to court. You mentioned a few things over years to distract from BJ. And that's, again, very important, because just like with the fucking comment of Granny's child being I don't want to necessarily say that either, with the video that Chronicles of the Shady put out, showing clipping what Granny had said in a moment of anger. I had to correct myself because I said that he wasn't stripped down to his underwear, and she indeed said that he was, and I had misremembered, and I corrected myself. But why is that again brought up? Why is it that every single time something is brought up, it's like, hey, look over here, but what about this? But what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Honestly, if you want the 2 sides to come together, we need to just stop doing that on both sides and say, look, we need to talk about this one thing. Like, I can't go back 5 fucking years ago over here and then 2 fucking years ago over here. What about this? What about that? What about, John Paul Jones up the road? If y'all would stop doing that, y'all might actually get somewhere, to be frank. I mean, if we could just talk about, let bygones be bygones and say, fuck everything that's happened in the past. Let's talk about the present. Y'all could get somewhere, and this shit could move on. I see it coming from one side more than the other, in my opinion. And I think that side, but that's what that person does. That's what I see. That's my opinion of what I see this person doing every single time something gets brought up about them. Whereas for me, if you're like, why did you email Stephen Stearns? I emailed Stephen Stearns because I wanted to ask him why he did what he did to Madeline Soto. And that is how my name was gotten and I was doxxed. But like that, you asked me if, I fucked up. And I've said I fucked up. But when you ask me, why did you do that? Why did you fuck up? I'm going to say, because that was my intention at the time. And I fucked up. I'm not going to say, well, why did fucking Deb come in here and call me a fucking drug addict because of my past? Why did she say I was doing whatever I needed to do to get my next fix? No, that's not fucking important. Why are we going over here and talking about that? I fucked up. I should not have emailed him. I would not have been doxxed if I hadn't emailed him. Point blank, period. See, that's how you do that. It's not hard. It's not hard. You're mistaking me for BJ with the GoFundMe to take people to court. BJ's had to, not me. There you go. I don't remember that. Oh, Chronicles of the Shady. He did put Chronicle of the Shady's docs out. Let's talk about that. I think there was more to that. I'm not going to tell you I'm not biased. I like truth. I like Granny, but I think there's more to that. if it's still up. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to get all your comments. I'm going to go ahead and drop his link since we're over here. Yeah, they always do this weird whataboutisms like they're 5. It's insane. BJ's behaviors don't change because of mine. And no, I didn't ever have a fundraiser to take Natasha Cooper to court ever. I don't remember that. Hey, OG Earthy, good to see you. All right, I'm scrolling all the way down. She hit her yeah, she did. And that was something she brought up last night. She said she hit her, she didn't have a video. Okay, talking about specifically the day the schools were called. She did do a video that day about her school being called, and she was very, very upset about it. And I remember it because I was there. That was my introduction to Granny. I came in under a different screen name. I came in on Christmas Day because there was nothing to watch that Christmas Day. I remember walking outside. The kids had just opened their presents, and I was fucking around on YouTube looking for something to watch. And here pops up Brittany J. And she's doing a stream saying that I'm not going to post pictures of my kids on the internet opening their Christmas presents because why should I fucking have to? And me being a normal person, I'm like, well, yeah, of course not. Why would you fucking post pictures of your kids opening their presents on the internet, opening their presents? And then you find out later it's because people funded that Christmas that year too. And so that was my introduction to Brittany. I watched her for a while, and then the shit happened where the school was called, and Brittany talked about that, and then she talked about Granny's watching, and at this point I had to go see whose Granny's watching was, and I'm introduced to Granny's watching with the stream where she's extremely upset because the school got called. So I've been here since then. Southern Cats, thank you so very much for that. I really, really appreciate that so very much. And thank you for saying that. I do appreciate it. I try to be level as much as I can, but I will admit that I'm biased to an extent. Thank you so much. I'm going to play the crazy train to thank you for that. That was very sweet of you, Southern Cats, and I really appreciate it. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Okay. Oh, well, this is from 13 days ago. It looks like the posts are gone. So what I can say is that he did try to put out Chronicles of the Shadies docs. I do remember that. I don't have any context behind it, so that's all I can say about it. And it was not her. I think Queen Bee, from what I heard, I haven't seen, but from what I heard, Queen Bee did a panel, and they basically proved it was not Chronicles of the Shady Country Guy. Good to see you. That's my point, Cara. Okay. Do you think it was okay for BJ to sign a legal document saying Granny was watching lied and said she never got a ticket for unbuckled little children in her car, which was proven? BJ is a habitual liar. I'm not going to disagree with you. I mean, she's been caught in several lies. And the shit that I think would hurt me the most is coming out here asking for money this year for Christmas, as she's done every year, and then finding out that I donated to your fundraiser because I thought that you really needed help with Christmas, and then it's just extravagant gifts left and right when there's a known history of the children not taking care of stuff. I hope they've gotten better by now, but honestly, that's none of my business. But then being told it's not my business what your children have for Christmas. Well, it kind of is when you ask the internet to fund your Christmas. Hio. Wait a minute now. Trying to find everything. No, BJ's been talking about the incident for a while now, especially when she needs extra content. Wait a minute. I'm trying to see what y'all are saying. No, poor me. I'm good, and prayers is always good. Okay. To be frank, brought up the situation with her son when she was on your panel. That's how it got brought up this time. Yeah. I don't disagree with you. I think that's how it got brought back up again. BJ did had 75% of her content. She hid the video. Thank you. She hid the video that day of the school being called, and she claims that she didn't have her videos back then, and that she is only hiding videos now because of Julie Skolnick. No, I have been here for several years. Brittany has always hid content that she didn't want to be out there. Brittany's actions are indefensible, so they deflect. So yeah, I agree with that. Did I? I don't remember. I can pull it up though if I need to. I don't think the two sides want to come together. BJ has hurt a lot of people. She has, and I think she will continue to do that. I agree with that. All right, I'm scrolling down now. Whew. Yep, she's been hiding contents for years. She pokes and pokes and pokes and then hides it and plays the victim. Hey, Dutchie, good to see you. What did you do? No, I did. Oh, you did. Okay, thank you. So, Keo brought it up. Okay. Okay, so I don't know. We've been going for about an hour and a half. I'm trying to get through your comments the best that I can, and trying to be as unbiased about the situation, or trying to. I will not say that I'm unbiased because I am a bit biased. Trying to talk to you and respond to the best of my ability. Do you guys have anything that you need me to look at or that you want me to see? I mean, I think that the original objective was for you to understand why we did the live in the first place, which was not to talk specifically about Brittany. It was to talk about if a content creator put out a video like what we were under the impression the video was, why nobody would call anybody, because it seemed like those two children were about to do some very adult things that two children should not know anything about. That it was important for you to know that. The question was, why are we protecting creators over children? That was the whole basis of what the live stream was supposed to be. Again, I thought it was something very, very graphic that I won't explain to you again. If you want to know what it was, you can go back and look in the live stream because I said it. And I needed to be corrected. And it had to be Granny because other people would not have been believed. And the fact that she came up even after having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars after just going after every fucking thing, all the time, everything, all the time, all the days, every day, never a fucking minute of peace. She's been through with Brittany. She came up and defended her and still gets attacked. So that's what this was about, for everybody to understand what I thought it was and why I think Truth did the live. Because again, if you think that it is two children doing what I was under the impression that they were about to do, you would be asking the same question. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you. I do true crime. I talk about cases. I maybe that's why, I don't fucking know. But it was very, very disturbing for me. Who cares? At least she acknowledges being biased. Yeah. Fuck you. So if you don't know, Crime Watcher is the one that doxed me. Okay, so Crime Watcher, this Crime Watcher right here with the fake profile picture, that is the person who doxed me. So let's go ahead and get a clip for you.
Look at that crazy bastard. He may not be smart, but he has more fun than all of us combined. Yep.
That's for you, my love. All right, y'all, I'm going to get ready to go. Imagine caring more about children than personal ego. That you can't, BJ. No doubt. I noticed Crime Watcher arrives when I'm doing a drama stream. How fucking ironic is that? Witchy Woman says, thanks, y'all. I realize I found where I need to be, so thank you, all the dark side creators and subs. I like the dark side better, to be honest. Oh, no, it's not your fault. It's good. Don't bother me. Fuck it. I think all the points made in your live still stand, whether you misunderstood what was happening in the video or not. I appreciated it. Well, thank you, Joshua. And thank you, everybody, for coming over and checking out the video. Thank you for your comments and for your commentary. I was told to look at a playlist on Jones's channel, which I will do. I was also told to look at a playlist on Kodo's Chronicles of the Oblivious channel, which I will do. I will look at both of them. I don't know if I'll discuss it with you guys because I don't do drama over here. Like I said, I had the channel allegedly Krama to do drama. So if I do decide to continue to do drama, it will probably be over there. The dark side does have cookies, and they're the best fucking cookies. I'm honorary dark side. I'm wearing dark colors today. I would love to be on the dark side. Like that's where I would like to be. It's so nice they finally acknowledge your channel, but for their narratives. I agree. Cookies are way better over there. Yup. Call your ending. Oh yeah, of course. And I'm sorry if I missed some of your comments. I don't want anybody to think I was purposely skipping anybody's comments. I definitely was not. I was trying to highlight all your comments to the best of my ability. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email is allegedlyspeculating@gmail.com. I probably will not do any more drama streams. I do true crime to the best of my ability. We speculate. I know that pisses people off. We run theories and say, okay, is it a possibility that this could have happened or this could have happened? That is why my name is allegedly speculating. It is speculation, unless I have dropped some FOIA information that I got from a case. And then obviously that's the actual information and not speculation. If you want drama, I would say go to allegedly Krama, but I've got to get with Hio and Rubber and see if that's something that we want to do or not. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'll definitely be in the chats, though, watching from the bushes. Sarah said, dark side, honestly, the kindest and most open group I've ever been around on these streets. And that's what a lot of people find, right? Like, that's why everybody hangs out over there, because if you go in the other side's chat, most of the time, if you say something out of line, you will be blocked. Now, I do have to say, I went in there and I responded all night and I was not blocked. I was not disrespected by the creator specifically. There was some people in chat and some people apologized later. Most of the time, you get blocked immediately and you can't share your thoughts or ask any questions. And I don't think that's cool, in my opinion. So nice. It's so nice. BJ is knee deep back in the drama. That rebounding work great too. My bad. Too. Lord have mercy. Let me try to read it over here. It's so nice. BJ is knee deep back in the drama. That rebranding worked great. Too bad it's again at her children and now my children's expense. I know. And that's something that I think we need to try to stop talking about the children, but I feel like she uses them as a shield. That's my opinion. So I don't know if it ever will stop. You weren't blocked because they were wanting to recruit you for their narratives. Look how they watched all around your stream, except the parts that mattered where gratitude should have been shown. I agree with that too. And I told them if they had watched the whole stream, then you would get the whole narrative, but they're not going to. And they're not recruiting me for a fucking thing. I'm sorry. You can't recruit me because I'm going to stand on what I say, my thoughts, opinions, and speculations. And I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. But I do believe you. I do believe you. I believe that, Granny. I do. If you don't agree over there, even when overly respectful, you're called a troll and blocked. They are not capable of conversations with substance, in my opinion. I agree with that. I know. I'll have to drop the link for it. I will drop the link. When I get off the live, I'll make a post and drop the link. But I'm telling you now, I don't know that I'm going to do anything with it. I really don't. I don't know if I'll have time, but I will try. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a beautiful day. Please know that you are enough. You are important. You are special and you are loved. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.